You guys are probably aware that a big-time friend of the show was recently arrested on some insane charges, and I can't really bring myself to talk about it without getting emotional. Just kidding.
Got him!
Amy Slayton got arrested for some insane shit, and I've gotten 20 emails and 100 tweets about this over the last 10 hours, 12 hours since it happened. And I mean, I appreciate you guys thinking of me when stuff happens, but it's like, I don't fucking care that much about Amy Slayton. Someone said, come get your girl. What? She ain't my girl. What the f? It's been too long since I've talked about the biggest friends of the channel, the 1,000-pound sisters. And, you know, every quarter, I think some kind of video comes out in regard to them just for fun and love and to share in the glory of that legacy and the mythology surrounding them. But today, we're only talking about one of the sisters, and it is not a positive situation. And we're talking about Amy and her boy toy, Brian Lovorn. All right. Boy toy moment. The writing on this new season of 1,000-Pound Sisters is better than anything I've ever seen on TLC before, guys. This is an incredible ride.
I'm on travel. Jesus. Disgusting.
I'm gonna be honest, this is crazy. This is a Twilight Zone episode. The story starts with Amy and Brian, along with Amy's kids, visiting a zoo in Tennessee called the Tennessee Safari Park back on September 2nd. That was yesterday. That happened yesterday. Unfortunately, someone was bitten by a dromedary, a camel. All right. And I'm with Christina, my girlfriend. She got ass like a dromedary. Okay, guys. Got ass like a camel. Just kidding. I said that the other day and I thought it'd be funny. Let's see. Camel ass. Hopefully it's not offensive. If it's offensive, oh yeah, she does not have an ass like a dromedary. Oh my God. What the f? That's rude. I didn't really think of it. Anyways. Amy and Brian, along with Amy's kids, were visiting a zoo in Tennessee called the Tennessee Safari Park yesterday, September 2nd. And unfortunately, someone was bitten by a camel. And their immediate response was to call the police. Why not just talk to a staff member of the zoo? Or, I have no idea. Only the big man upstairs, God himself, knows why you would call the police. A camel bit me. A camel bit me! Help! 911 now! How about shut the f up? How about that? How about you went to the zoo and you got bit by an animal at the zoo? Toughen up. You'll be all right, okay? Also, hopefully you're not doing any illegal drugs or endangering your children. So, because that could be bad. Also, to be clear, I'm not sure if Amy and Steve or whatever the fuck his name was, I don't know if they called the police. It could have been the staff that called the police on them. I'm not exactly sure. But the Crockett County Sheriff's Department showed up and immediately noted a suspicious odor coming from the guest's vehicle. And on the spot, Amy and Brian were both arrested and charged with possession of Schedule 1 and Schedule 4 drugs. And on top of that, child endangerment, because when you have drugs on you and you take your family to the zoo, that's not good. This is the official post from the Crockett County Sheriff's Department Facebook, which one of the things I miss about living in a small town in Virginia or Appalachia, I don't know what it is about small town gossip, small town police stations, small town sheriff's departments. They love Facebook and they talk about everything. And there's always funny shit that happens and they talk about it. And it's incredible. From feeding a camel to the slammer, Alamo, Tennessee, September 2nd, 2024. It was no ordinary Labor Day in Crockett County. Deputies were requested to respond to a safari park where a guest had allegedly been bitten by a camel. Upon arrival, deputies were immediately overtaken by suspicious odors coming from the guest's vehicle. What? How could it be that stinky? Amy Slayton Halterman, 1,000-Pound Sisters reality TV show star, was arrested on illegal possession of Schedule 1 and illegal possession of Schedule 4. 5. Narcotics, and 2 counts of child endangerment. Brian Scott Lovorn was in the vehicle as well and is facing the same charges. Both subjects have been booked into the Crockett County Jail. The charges and allegations referenced in the release are merely accusations of criminal conduct and not evidence. The defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and convicted to the presence of the law. Of course, yeah. Look at the mugshot, dude. Look at the mugshot. Amy Slayton has been now arrested for endangering her child and with LSD. I heard that she was on LSD. I heard that. That's probably not even remotely true. I don't know what the actual truth is, but I've heard all sorts of shit, that it was heroin. The camel was a fent dealer, and then that she went in there and then she didn't pay up, and the camel dromedary bit her. Bitter, dude. Got an ass like a dromedary. Bitch built like a camel. Look at this, though. This is awesome. I love the mugshot and the cool fancy lettering. She's tall. And then who the fuck's this old man here? He looks like the type of guy who loves getting arrested for possession of illegal drugs and endangering children. I don't fucking know. Unfortunately, we don't know who the camel bit, and the police are not releasing that information without a FOIA, a Freedom of Information Act request. I don't know if that's actually true. I just made that up. But people.com came to the rescue and wrote a short article on the the arrest, guys. Pretty amazing. It shows a small, I don't know. In December of 2023, Slayton spoke to people about prioritizing her mental health and parenting her two sons following her divorce, and also prioritizing illegal drugs, it seems like, as well. That seems like the big priority for him.
Are you on drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you take drugs or alcohol?
What is drugs?
My assumption is that this is not going to bode well for Amy. Her and her husband split back in 2023, and Michael refuses to watch more than one of his sons at a time. They're terrible parents. Both of these people fucking suck. I was of the, opinion that they were awesome, and it's cool to see them. I like to see the underdog. I like to see the people succeed. Go open a double wide. You don't have as many points. Put in your stats, and then you make it out and you get a TLC show. Yes! I want to see those kids get raised by good parents. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. That is incredibly unfortunate and sucks. And this is a very sad situation because her and Michael have a restraining order where they can't be within 500 feet of each other. And Amy did eventually press her domestic violence charges against Michael, but then she later dropped them. So both of these people now, it's very clear, have a lot of issues, and the other new guy, the boy toy or whatever, he clearly has some fucking issues as well, and Amy has diagnosed bipolar disorder, so there's a chance that maybe her charges could be reduced so she doesn't need to spend time in jail. I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe the TLC fucking execs are foaming at the mouth to start the next season of 1,000-Pound Sisters from a visitor call. Hello, Amy. This is the producer from 1,000-Pound Sisters. And then there's a spider crawling up the wall, or a cockroach behind her. Do you remember that? That is such a disrespectful episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters where she's crying. She's being honest and emotional about the state of her room and house and how messy it is and how she's trying to get out of that and stuff. And then they edited in a fucking cockroach behind her. Unbelievable amounts of disrespect. Anyways, yeah, there are a lot of losers in this situation. You got Amy, you got Michael, her fucking ex-husband. You got the camel. I mean, maybe, I don't know, the camel, I don't mean to throw shade at the camel. The camel was probably pretty chill. The real losers, though, are the kids in this situation. Not that they are bad people or, the loser in terms of their character, but this is terrible. Having a famous parent, for one, must suck, especially for the reasons that that parent is famous, and now the parent potentially going to jail for drug possession and child endangerment. I don't know, dude. That's fucking crazy. And your low-life dad doesn't want to watch more. That's insane. I cannot believe that this is reality. It's fucking sad, and it's also tragic, but it's very, very, very entertaining. And a dromedary is the reason that all of this came to fruition, which is a massive, massive W, King. Massive W.